Hi everyone, my name is Nivain and I am currently a second year psychological and behavioural science or PBS student at the LSE, going into my third year quite soon. It's been an incredible program and I've thoroughly enjoyed my time in the past few years, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to share about some of my experience here. So first of all, what really got me gravitating towards PBS was how interdisciplinary the work is. So of course you do have your core psychological modules such as cognitive psychology and biological, but you also have behavioral science and economics and all these sorts of different avenues that you can explore. And I think that really gives you a sense of ownership in your education, which is quite unique. I think as opposed to it being quite prescriptive, you have the chance to kind of explore things that suit your interest. For example, a lot of our assignments, you can kind of self-select the different social issues or topics that you want to explore, which I think really gives you a chance to really focus on what you're interested in. I think also in terms of our assignments and the forms of assessment, it's very unique. So we have certain things such as podcasts, which is almost unheard of in certain other courses. So you really get a chance to develop all these topical skills and discuss and contribute to really interesting discussions with your peers, which I think is such a valuable learning experience that I've really enjoyed. Another one of our assignments was a pitch, which again, it felt very realistic, coming into uni in suits and everything and delivering a presentation. I just think, a lot of the real application is what makes PBS. I also would say that the course has a good quantitative focus as well, which although can be difficult and with a steep learning curve, I think coding and all the stats work has been, really pivotal and really good at kind of strengthening those core skills. And the department have been fantastic in providing resources and kind of bridging that gap. I also think that the research assistantship roles have been something that students here have gotten involved in, such as myself last year with one of my professors here, and that was again an incredible opportunity. So there's loads of things that you can do in this course that they offer, kind of extracurricular or supercurricular, whatever you're interested in really. And even in terms of your soft skills, I do think that you really can benefit from this course. For example, I do private tutoring in my free time, and I definitely noticed that the way I communicate and interact with my pupils and go through analogies and break down problems is so much better now that I know the kind of the neuroscience and the metacognition of learning, and the way that PBS teaches you to distill these complex information in manageable chunks is honestly such an important life skill. You may not realize it at the time, but it really does just shine through in your everyday life. I'd also say that in PBS, it's such a strong community of supportive peers, and the teachers are great. And that's something that kind of comes through in the elements of group work that we often get to do. For example, whether it's conducting research together or taking part in qualitative interviews, doing presentations. I think it really gives you the chance to kind of go beyond exams and rote learning and really just immerse yourself into a range of opportunities. And again, I do partly attribute my success in getting a few internships kind of beyond the classroom to the skills that I've nurtured over this program. So if you're looking to do a course that's intellectually stimulating and broadens your horizons as to a range of social issues, I would definitely consider PBS. I think it's definitely a very forward-thinking and innovative course, but that doesn't mean it isn't without its rigor. It can be tough at times, but I think most people will find it very rewarding as well.